Right, good afternoon and welcome to Meadowbank. I've got Mark White with us for our game against Maidenhead United. Good afternoon, Mark.
Hello, mate.
Thank
Welcome back.
you very much. Yeah, well, so important. Do you feel? I know. Well, I'm going to say this, and I know you probably say we take each game as a come. I appreciate that, but do you feel it's an important fortnight? We've got 5 games in a fortnight coming up. So, and we're obviously starting today, which is we have to look at today's game.
Yeah, of course it is. I think we want to get the business done this next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's where we are. I don't really think we want to be going out the gates here with massive, great cliffhangers. It is still at that stage where a couple of battling wins and you'll be off and gone. I think if you go and pick up 6 points in 4 games in a relegation battle, it's a big deal. But listen, credit to the league, mate. I mean, all the teams in this bottom 6 or 7, with the exception of Maidstone, they're all signing players every day of the week, changing ownership or changing managers. I mean, everybody's scrapping to stay in this division, and I don't blame them. It's a great league to be in. But obviously, we just got to take care of our control what we can, home games. Our form's been strong, really, predominantly this year. Many good victories down here, strong victories. So we taking nothing for granted, of course, against a real strong side today, Maidenhead. But Saturday, Tuesday, we'll be looking at getting some points on the board.
Yeah, you're saying the teams around us are signing players, and they are. Did you ever think of bringing a couple of players on loan in?
We don't need them now. We got, Crawley's on the bench today. He's a class act, and with George and Tony Craig, Jason Pryor. We've done our business. And it's still you can only sign so many players, guys. If it was as simple as signing players every day of the week, everybody would start, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? Like you've got to have you've got to build them within your team structure. People know how you play. But listen, we've in the last sort of 2-3 weeks, we've had some games where we've played very well. Boreham Wood game at their place, Barnet down here, Torquay down here. There's been some good performances, solid performances, and I think today will be one hell of a battle. But it's not defining in any way. It's just this time of the year you want to win your games, obviously, more than anyone. But I think we're going to see a big battle today, mate. I think Maidenhead are a big side, and they are a team best summed up by they could beat anybody, they could lose to anybody. I think that's the best way of summing them up, mate. And Alan Devonshire, who was in my sister's sticker book as a West Ham fan, when I said that to him, he seemed to know my sister, which I thought was strange, Gaz.
Fair enough.
But great manager, does a good job.
Yeah. Looking onto the pitch, we've got some guys warming up for Dorking Wanderers. What is the situation with the team now? About who's in goal today?
Well, Dan Lincoln's on the team sheet, so we'll just triple check he's okay in the warm-up. Slav's been recalled in case he's not. We've got boys not making the squad today, which I think is really good, because there is 5 games in 2 weeks, and that means we've got cover. I think it's great to see Niall out there with, he's been sorely missed, I think, especially in those big away games where the pitches are wide and you need people to cover blades of grass. And, we've asked a lot of Josh and Macca to play a lot of games in there whilst we've been absent of midfielders. So, yeah, I think, we've got a load of players, good players available. Briggsy's had a setback on his return, and we just have to really, with all respect to Matt, forget that, because that one will work when it works. There's no pressure on Matt, but I think the bottom line is, mate, there's no excuses for us. It's we've got a great squad. We'll have a big crowd here today as well behind us, and I think that's the best thing about it, mate. The boys are going to give it their all. I'm going to give it my all whilst I'm still in the dugout, and we'll see how we get on.
Sure. Off air, we were talking up in the bar area, and you said, you made a valid point that last season you didn't really look at this league because it's a national league and you have to cover a lot of mileage. And that's a valid point, really. And do you think, is that one of the reasons why we're where we are?
Definitely, yeah. I think we got promoted in June. Pre-season was due to begin in the last sort of Thursday of the last week of June for everybody. But so the COVID meant that one season extended and the next one started on time. And we had a few decisions to take, which were, Should we bring a few players in? Should we ride with what we've got and then just feel it out a bit? And yeah, I think, you know, I don't think the depth of the league and the full-time aspect, I think, definitely caught us out. But listen, we're only 2-3 wins from being fully prepared for that. And then if we get them, I fully expect us next year that we'll do the playoffs. That's where I see it. That's where I see it. But we've got a mammoth task, but a task we're in control of.
Exactly. We are in control of our own destiny, which is the best thing to have,
That's
isn't
it, mate. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Mark. Good luck today. We'll chat
Cheers,
after
guys.
the game and hope everything goes well.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks, mate.